Hey, Peter, you hungry?
I am hungry.
What shall I make for dinner?
Probably what we do every night. Let's make
What's
reservations.
Good idea. Mixing it up with Pete and Maureen, coming up next.
Well, hi, everybody. It is time for another Mixing It Up with Pete and Maureen podcast. And I am Pete.
And I'm Maureen.
And we have opinions on just about everything. We also have microphones.
And we're not afraid to use them.
And on this edition of Mixing It Up with Pete and Maureen, we're talking about our favorite restaurants. And it's no joke. We make reservations usually for dinner rather than eating here at home because we're empty nesters.
Right, and we both like what we like, and it's just easier this way.
Yeah, actually, our budget that we spend on dining out, I often joke that it's probably up there along with the federal deficit. But actually, we did the math, and what we spend at restaurants in the course of a week, and we eat out just about 7 days a week in one way, shape, or form. It pretty much equals what we would spend on groceries if we stayed home.
Right, we're frugal. I mean, we don't go eat in, five-star restaurants with the most expensive menus. I mean,
No, we really don't. And we have prepared a list of our 4 top restaurants. We also had a couple of our friends contact us with some of their favorites too. So we'll share that with you later in the show. So let's start with number 4, which is the bottom of the list.
Stagehouse Restaurant on Route 22 East in Mountainside, New Jersey.
And we've been going there for a couple of years now.
Couple of years, yeah.
What do we like about the Stagehouse?
We like the ambiance. The indoor area is beautiful. It's got like live trees and skylights, so it gives you like that atrium kind of feeling. They also have some very intimate, dark seating that's very private. And the best of all for me, anyway, is the outdoor patio that they just added this past summer. You can sit outside, water features trickling down, drowning out the sound of the traffic on 22.
Actually, there's a wall that they built, and it curves. The whole thing really is very beautifully
designed.
Executed.
Somebody knew what they were doing.
They put up a wall. They built a wall. We needed the wall because we wanted to keep the noise out from Route 22, and it was the best wall that was ever made. Nobody ever made a wall better or prettier than this wall. We had to have the wall, and we built the wall. And it really is beautiful to sit there on a beautiful summer day and have your lunch or dinner and a drink. And the wall has water features. We're going to have water features in the wall. And it has television screens on it, too. And they also have a gorgeous outdoor bar. So the food is...
It's very good. Their homemade pastas are excellent. I personally, I'm just like, I like their burger, but they put like the drizzled onions on top, like those crispy ones. They're very, very good.
I like the meatloaf. They have the best meatloaf anywhere. And you can also substitute, like I have to substitute out mashed potatoes. And I love mashed potatoes, but as I always say, they don't love me. So I substitute broccoli or some other green kind of veggie in lieu of mashed potatoes. But the meatloaf is excellent. The service is very good. The ambience is great. The prices are reasonable.
Right. About what you would expect to pay,
Now, for those of you who are from our area, Maureen and I are in Essex County, New Jersey. And a lot of you in the Union, New Jersey area no doubt remember La Fair on Route 22, which was a banquet and catering hall.
And I think it was a restaurant as well.
Too. Yeah. And this is what La Fair used to be. These people bought it and they gutted the place and transformed it into
You would never recognize it. If you went to La Fair and you went to this, you would never think it was the same building.
So we recommend the Stagehouse. Now I should point out too that our kids know that we dine out all the time, and to some of them this is, I don't know if I would say it's a source of embarrassment, but they kind of kid us about it because we are very regimented. I should say I'm regimented. I'm the one who's regimented. On Monday, we go here. On Tuesday, we go here. On Wednesday, we go here. And if we go here, I have this. And if we go to this other place, I have that. And they know us in a lot of these restaurants. We come in, they know us by name. And my daughter especially is like, Dad, that's sad. That's really sad. You don't have a life. No, when you get to be our age, this is your life. dining out.
Not a bad life.
This is your life. It's like, I'll tell you a quick story. I had a doctor, and when I turned 50,
here we go.
my doctor said to me, Pete, you're going to find that the topics of your conversation are changing. When you were a young guy in your 20s, when you were in college, it was all about the sex and who you had it with and how many times you had it and how you did it and so forth. He goes, then you get to the age that you're at now, and the conversation becomes, I found the best restaurant, you're not going to believe it. And it's true. I find that, not that we ever talked a lot about sex, but I will tell you, on the other side of 50, and now we're in our mid-60s, yeah, it's really about, it's either about dining out and all the great restaurants you go to, or B, the medications that you're on.
Oh, please, not that. Not that.
So anyway, we do recommend Stagehouse on Route 22 in Mountainside. And next on the hit parade, a big number 4 this week.
Casey Kasem. Chiaffi's, which is on Stuyvesant Avenue in Union, a nice Italian restaurant.
Yes, nice Italian restaurant. Not tremendously expensive. The prices, again, are very reasonable. But what I like about their food is it's really good, authentic Italian food. There are people who will tell you that Olive Garden is not authentic. Again, I'm not saying that they're bad people.
Oh, here we go.
This is for the legal department. They're nice people at Olive Garden. But a lot of people that are seriously into Italian food will say it's industrial Italian. It's not real Italian food. You know what? You go, you decide. But we do like the cooking at Chiaffi's. What's your favorite dish there?
I always get the chicken marsala. Theirs is particularly good because they do not drown it in the gravy or the sauce, whatever you want to call it. And I love, like, they have good fresh vegetables with it, or you can get a salad, and their salad dressings are fresh made. They're not like from a bottle. Everything is very fresh there, which I really, really enjoy.
I like the eggplant rollatini, and they also have a dish there where you can get all meatballs, all sausage, or all sausage and meatballs, and then you can get a pasta with that, which as a diabetic I have to avoid, so I usually substitute maybe a nice salad with that.
A nice salad.
It's a nice salad, and it's delish. And again, the service is very good. The prices are reasonable, the food is delicious. The biggest drawback is their parking. They don't have a lot of parking.
Right, but we generally go more like lunchtime, and then it's not a problem.
Lunchtime, you can.
But if you were planning
easily.
on like an evening, you probably want to call for a reservation,
Yeah,
and secondly, go early so you can park.
That's Chiaffi's on Stuyvesant Avenue in Union, which is like 5 minutes away from where we are. Next, in the number 2 spot is Bars on just off of Route 36 in Atlantic Highlands.
This is our special place. It's not a place we go often because first of all, it's a little bit out of the way,
and it's a little more pricey.
And it's a little more pricey. But for a special occasion like your anniversary or your birthday, it is a beautiful venue. You're right on the water. I mean, literally.
Yeah, the dining room has an expanse of big glass windows looking out onto. Again, we were discussing this earlier. Part of it is it's on Sandy Hook. It's right at the top of Sandy Hook by the Route 36 bridge. And if you're on one side, you have the Atlantic Ocean. And on the other side, I'm not sure if that's a bay or the Navesink River that comes in there or what.
It's some other water.
It's some other water. But the view is beautiful. And in the summertime, again, they open it up outside. And there is nothing better than sitting dockside at Bars on a beautiful summer day.
You can watch the boats come in. They have docks there where people that want to come by boat can come and dock their boat and come in and eat in the restaurant.
It's where we bring our yacht.
Oh, yes.
Maureen and I come in the summertime, and we dock the yacht there, and then we go in and we have drinks.
Yeah, you wish.
And I think we both agree on our favorite dish there. Actually, you're my favorite dish there.
Oh, God, don't I love them.
Smooth.
My favorite is the scallops.
Yeah, me too. Fried or broiled?
fried.
Yeah, me too. Because when you broil them, they
Yeah.
get all,
Boppy.
which is Maureen's phrase for they're just too
Slimy,
and squishy.
spongy.
And, yeah. And the service, again, is good. Prices are a little higher, but the service is always good. The food is always delish.
And something very special there, they make homemade coleslaw, which is really, I mean, it sounds funny to be like, oh, coleslaw, but you have to taste this. It's really, really good. And they have homemade biscuits that they bring out warm right, before you get your meal.
And the soup. Two of
Oh,
their
yeah,
soups.
you like your soup.
Two of their soups are, again, to die for. They have a lobster bisque, and they also have a New England clam chowder. That's the white, okay? I don't do the red. Don't like the red. Love the white New England clam chowder, and at bars, they've got the best of both worlds. They've got the best New England and the best lobster bisque.
And they serve it with oysterette crackers.
Yes, yes.
Which is better than those saltines.
You diners that serve saltines with soup, get your act together. Oyster crackers go with soup. Saltines go with peanut butter and jelly. Oyster crackers go with soup.
Sounds good to me.
So that's bars on just off Route 36 in Atlantic Highlands. And here it is. In the number one, boy, that must hurt when you do that. In the number one spot this week on our countdown, Echo Tap and Grill on Route 22 East in Mountainside.
It's just a stone's throw from the Stagehouse.
Yeah, it is.
But we've been going there for
About
maybe
3
3
years.
years,
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. And it's become our Friday kickoff to the weekend place.
To the degree that on
Okay.
Friday afternoon, Maureen and I walk in there almost religiously 2 p.m. If we're not there by 2:30, they send a search and rescue.
Seriously, the one weekend we had something going on at the house, so we couldn't leave right away.
Yeah.
And when we went there, it was later in the day, like maybe 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my God, we thought something
We
happened
thought
to
something
you."
happened. Where were you? I had your table set aside for you. Where have you guys been? And again, our daughter will say,
That's
This
sad,
is
Dad."
sad. This is sad. You were such creatures of habit. And they know your name, and they know what you have. No, that's nice. That's nice when they know your name. We come in on Friday afternoon, and we get the same waiter, Israel Pipo Jimenez, who is a doll.
Oh, he's fun.
He's fun. He's a great server, and he just makes sure that you're happy and you're taken care of. And we come in on Friday afternoon, and he'll see the car pull in. And you'll be, well, did you have the red car or did you have the white car this week? And he'll see the car pull in, and by the time we get to our seat, our pitcher of sangria is there, and my soup. I always get, they have a crab bisque, again, that's out of this world. My soup is there, and the wine is there every week. And I think that's a nice thing.
It's nice. The only thing that it's a little bit hard sometimes is like if you came in and you wanted something
You throw 'em
different,
you throw 'em a
kind of
curveball.
kind of feel badly saying, "Oh, I really didn't want that this time."
Oh no, we're never going to turn down the pitcher of sangria.
I was gonna say, we'll never change with the
I will
sangria,
never
and
turn
you'll
down
never
the soup.
turn down the soup.
Now I'll
so.
tell you something nice too about Echo Tap. We were there a few weeks ago, and we came later in the evening because we had something going on here at the house later in the afternoon, and they were having a party. This was maybe a week or two before Christmas, and they needed our table. They had a party of I think 16 or 18 come in, and they needed the table that we were at. And they said, "Gee, we hate to." We had already started with our appetizer or something, and they were like, "Gee, sorry to be a problem, but can you guys move to that table over there?" Well, the table over there was like 6 feet away. It wasn't a big deal, and we said, "Sure." So we moved to the other table, and one of the owners came out and brought us a second pitcher of sangria on the house just for moving. That was really nice.
That was classy, a classy move.
And so we highly recommend Echo Tap and Grill on 22 East and Mountainside.
And ask for Israel
Ask for Israel.
if he's there.
And I recommend their salmon. Mwah, delicious. Crispy, flaky on the outside, moist and tender on the inside. And also, I recommend their braised short rib.
Those are
Melt
good.
in your mouth. And you like
I like their beef stew when it's a